As we've been following for weeks now, 13 schools are set to close based on the district's consolidation plan. 10 schools are up for a vote next week, and 3 are up for a vote next year. Martin Middle School behind me is one of them, and as you can see, it's a construction site. We found that millions of dollars have been spent on renovating this school in the past 3 years.
All the voters, all the taxpayers, you own a house, you live on these properties, you start asking these questions.
In Southeast Austin, Jason Rodriguez is leading a group of parents calling for accountability.
Why isn't our money being utilized correctly?
Rodriguez has a student at Wadane Elementary School. 3 years ago, families here were among those who voted to approve $2.4 billion in funding to make safety and facility improvements district-wide. But today, Wadane looks likely to close.
It's a profound breach of trust. You know, they're asking for this money, and it's just pretty much gone to waste.
We wanted to know how much of that $2.4 billion has already been used at schools on the consolidation list. We asked the district for records. They show from the 2022 vote through the end of September, $21 million from the bond have already been spent at the 13 school buildings. Even if you take out the 3 schools delayed until next year, it still adds up to over $19 million in taxpayer funds. We asked the superintendent if that number will grow. Have those projects at the 13 schools been paused, and if so, will that pause continue for these 3 schools that are delayed?
We have paused some projects that we know are likely to result in a consolidation so that we preserve the dollars, work with our Community Bond Oversight Committee and our Board of Trustees to ensure that those dollars ultimately get to those students.
Wadane already underwent $2 million in improvements from the bond, just behind other closing schools like Martin Middle School with $7 million and Oak Springs Elementary with $5 million. Meanwhile, parents at schools like Breiker Woods say their projects have barely started.
Well, we intend to start collecting on our bond appropriation. And, you know, we need a new HVAC system that was promised to us. We need a new playground that was promised to us.
An AISD document released to families in early October says they were aware consolidation may end in lost bond dollars. It writes, quote, "While this is unfortunate, students have already benefited this year from safer and better functioning buildings."
If our students are in a school, you better believe that we are going to ensure that that AC runs.
But Rodriguez is calling it a planning failure.
There's got to be some accountability.
As I mentioned, Martin and Oak Springs have received the most bond funds out of those 13 schools. The district is working to repurpose those buildings so the investment doesn't go to waste. For example, here at Martin, the district is planning on bringing in Garza Independence High School if this plan gets the go-ahead from the board next week. Reporting in East Austin, Andrew Lamparski, CBS Austin News.
Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and get the latest news by downloading the CBS Austin News app.